And we are live.
I can't believe I did that. I cannot believe I did that. It was only fitting that that happened on this episode. Of course, it
In
would happen.
52 episodes, we've never restarted the show.
It's a restart, and I can't believe we're admitting the restart. That's it, like admitting a fault. Like that's admitting you cheated. That's like admitting you messed up. And the whole thing is heels never admit that they messed up or they lost. They never admit wrong. And we broke the cardinal rule. We admitted we're wrong.
But
We
I'm the
fucked
face of
up.
the group, and I point out your flaws.
Point out my flaws, but is not a flaw, Basil? What is not a flaw is that when I do this intro right now, we're going to be at a very monumental episode. So when I say, welcome back, everybody, to the Backstage Boys podcast, episode number 52, this is Trent Law, my co-host.
Basil.
This
I had to
episode.
get the horn in there. I had
Yeah,
to get
get
the
the
horn.
horn in there. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, of course. This is episode number 52, which means 1 year's worth of podcasts in a year and a half. God damn it, Basil. It only took us 18 months to hit 52 episodes, but god damn it, we hit it. Holy shit, we finally made it, man.
You and I both work a full-time job. You're in 2 bands. You help produce AAW.
Yeah.
I work a full-time job. And I work for God knows how many promotions that will actually pay me. So,
That's right.
and I'm traveling every week. There's somewhere new.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's just life. Life gets in the way.
Life sometimes will delay you by 6 months to hit your goal, but hey, we hit it.
We hit
But
it,
I
man.
still say it's pretty impressive to say we did 52 goddamn episodes. I think that's pretty cool. We finally hit the year mark. That's pretty awesome. I'm
It's
pretty
great.
proud of that. Oh man, it's awesome. I'm happy. Congratulations, brother. We made it.
Brother.
Kind of cool, man. I remember episode 1 was titled "Who Are We and What Do We Do?" And I think by now people know who the hell we are. Lots changed in a year.
It's so much like let's I think we're changing how we were expecting how this episode was going, but like a year and a half ago,
We were just
like
2 boys with a dream.
like
2 boys with a dream.
we did nothing national TV wise.
That's true.
Nothing.
That's very true.
Like
Last summer,
a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I never even traveled yet to anywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
And
think about that. Like,
yeah.
I didn't work for any national TV company at that point. I haven't worked with MLW yet. Haven't worked with Impact yet. Haven't worked with AEW. Didn't even exist a year and a half ago.
That's true. I did not. Yeah, you're right. I think a year and a half ago when we started, it was right after Take No Prisoners, right? At
We were on that high. I think we're still on the high from Take No Prisoners.
2018. I honestly think that was such a catalyst show that made us kind of think like, you know what? We're in a good place in this business, especially independently with AAW. It's like, cool. We're in a position where we can like talk and be a part of things, and that's where we started. So I think that was really the kickoff, man. Was that we were on that high still, and then it kind of lulled after that because we like it was like an immediate. Like,
I think that's why we did because also that we were like, yeah, we're pissed off.
Because there really was like, yeah, what the fuck? and then we decided to do the show, but it was fun. And you're right though, man. A lot changed. I mean, you went national with a lot of your work. I mean, shit. Nate got involved with everything. Nate started doing more stuff. The rise of Rob happened during this time. My music got to TV. All this stuff was like.
Is Rob dead?
Rob is he's off being an adult.
Fuck.
He's not dead.
But I mean, like, let's take like a retrospect of like an account of everything, like timeline wise.
Yeah.
So, this was what, April we started or May?
The show?
Yeah, BSB. I think it was May.
I believe it was Actually, I think it was July. I'll double check right now
Oh,
as we're talking.
you know what it was? Remember when we had our little like pilot like
Yeah. Let me see.
yeah,
I
and
got it
it
pulled up. Let me see.
recorded an episode, and I think it
Yeah.
was just a horrible episode, and
Was
it
it?
was just I don't know. All of our episodes suck. Let's be honest, but
Speak for yourself. I want to know when the first one was published. I'm on
I don't
the
know. Nate
site,
will
but
probably find out for us and yell at us like, "Why aren't we prepared?"
you guys are idiots. It's your own
Oh,
show.
stupid show.
I'm gonna find out, man. While we're talking, go ahead. Continue with your thought though.
But
While I'm
so I
looking this
mean,
up.
in that summer, that's
Yeah.
when I decided I'm gonna fly myself out to New York and I'm gonna do Joey Janela's Lost in New York show. And that was the catalyst for someone that we all know now as Marco Stunt.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that's when Ethan Page started. I think that was a good kickstart to his career for him to take himself more serious, even though it
Yeah.
was a lot of joking stuff, but wrestling wise, that was in the middle of Joey Janela's rise.
Mm-hmm.
And it it proved to me that I could do this for other companies besides the little bubble I was keeping myself in. Because I don't even think I wasn't even shooting for freelance yet. I think I
You
had
weren't?
no, I started shooting for freelance. I want to say it was October last year. I was going to the shows. I was always going to freelance shows, but they always had an insane amount of people ringside. And so I
Mm-hmm.
always brought my gear with me, and I was just like, I'm not gonna shoot. I mean, there's too many chefs in the kitchen. I'm not one of those people who likes to shoot around 80 people, especially for
Mm-hmm.
wrestling. Like it's just
Yeah.
not my style. And so that started with that. So and then MLW came into town. Got to do MLW. And then remember when I think you and I were sitting I think it was at Warrior, one of the Warrior shows. You and I were
Mm-hmm.
sitting in the cafeteria over there where like the locker room was, and
Yeah.
I was just like, we both were like, we're gonna get to Impact by Mania weekend.
Yeah.
Then it was like 8 weeks later.
Dude, yeah, we set that goal pretty nicely, man. By the way,
It
first episode was July 12th, 2018. Or July 20th. July 20th,
nice,
2018.
nice. So that's not as bad. We're not that lazy.
No, 5 months off. No, I listen, we would love to record every week. It's just life gets in the way. It's a lot of things. But hey, I think we stay nice and consistent for sure. We're definitely accessible.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
know,
and then like we've gone to Texas a few times. We've
Texas, yeah,
we've had our Texas trips. I did
Philly,
Impact.
yeah.
Then you jumped on with Impact at
Yeah, I had my
Rebellion.
start at Rebellion, yeah.
And I just remember both of us freaking out because Rebellion was the first pay-per-view that they were able to use my promo pictures with because I shot those at Homecoming.
Oh, was it
And
really?
then
That was
yeah,
the first one they used. Oh, that's
that was
interesting
the
because that
first
was the
paper
first
that was
one.
the first pay-per-view they used it. And like it was the first time both of our work was able to get put together
Yeah.
because it
What?
was your music with my photos, and we were both just like, how the fuck did we infiltrate this shit?
Yeah, it was cool,
Because,
man.
um,
It's that
and then,
national level feeling. It was a good feeling to be like, damn, looking out like you're seeing it on TV, you're hearing it. It's just crazy to see that. It was cool. It was a good feeling, especially to happen in that short amount of time.
it was everything. I feel like I really feel like this year went by in like 3 months.
Yeah,
Like
this year
there
was
was so much stuff that's happened this year.
super eventful year. Very
And then,
eventful year,
yeah,
no
and
doubt.
then AEW came about during this time,
Yeah.
and um, I started working with them very loosely on other things. During that, I did
Hmm.
videos for them before AEW was even a show, before Double or Nothing even happened.
Yeah.
and then started working with them more throughout the summer, and then did All Out. And then we both got to work together formally at a wrestling show at Bound for Glory.
Yeah. Yeah. We had Bound for Glory weekend was huge. That was, man, it was just what a year. What a damn
And
year.
then literally, you just got back from a trip in Egypt and all over the Middle East and in Europe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, we're gonna get to that in a second, but I missed Unstoppable because I was in several other
Boo.
countries.
With real life. See, even real life gets in the way of wrestling.
Real life got in the way, man. I had to do it, but it was definitely an eventful trip. But yeah, I missed an eventful show. But I sent the nurse to represent me. She was
Yeah, and
representing
then
both of us.
I traveled to a little bit of the bubbly, Illinois. Um,
Bubbly, Illinois,
a little bit of the bubbly.
right next to Skokie. Bubbly,
Yeah,
Illinois.
right. Yeah, right. It's right next to Skokie.
Bubbly, Illinois is
Where the
located
fuck
next.
do you think Skokie's at that you think is next to Champaign?
Damn, man,
You're
champagne on
the map you need to get needs to get updated.
champagne on a fucking Wednesday. Ugh.
It wasn't bad though. I mean, honestly, the drive was so I did that drive by myself.
Oh, Nate didn't join you?
Nate couldn't. Nate was out of town or something like that or working.
Nate with his mysterious jobs that he's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna be working in like, like
3 hours.
Colombia. Like, I'll be in Brazil on a gig for a couple days.
He's
Like,
like, I'm gonna be in Atlanta for a concert. I was like, wait, what?
dude, Nate just like gets on planes for this mysterious job of his. Now I know why they question him at the border. It's very mysterious what Nathan does. I really don't know what he does. Like he'll just come up to us and be like, "Oh, sorry, I can't go to that show. I'm gonna be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota for 3 days." Like doing what, Nate? I'll just be there working. Then he'll like stop talking. That's like this fucking mystery about what he does. That he gets flown out to do these mysterious things, and then he just shows up. Then I see him
Oh,
again.
speaking of Nate,
Uh oh.
he
Uh
just got
oh.
a text message. I
Is
think Nate's
he?
gonna jump on, and Nate's only jumping on pretty early because we needed a good warm up talk. We usually have warm up talks that last like half hour, but Trent and I had a lot to catch up on. We talked for like an hour and a half.
Tell him to jump on, man. Let's
I
call
know.
him
I'm
up.
telling him to. I know.
Nate's gonna join mid-show on this huge monumental episode. Actually, it's good. We can talk about Nate's rise this year too.
Yeah, I definitely want to talk about Nate's rise because I feel like
He's part of the
I
rise.
feel like ZMT has really had a parallel, not necessarily parallel, but we've come up together, and it's weird because you always see these groups. We always see these groups. We're gonna get Nate on in just a moment. I'm just gonna finish
Yeah.
this. We always see these groups of wrestlers that come up together. They don't necessarily always go to the same companies. Like we're seeing it right now. We see some people in MLW, some people in AEW, some people in NXT, some people in WWE, some people in Impact.
Yeah.
Like every in New Japan even. Like we're seeing all of our friends everywhere. But there was that core like everybody has that core group of people, and I feel like we're on the brink of that right now.
Yeah. I think you're right, which is nice, which is kind of cool.
It's just it's crazy, but let me get the Nate Meister.
I think he's ready. I think he
He
said
is
he's
ready,
ready.
so I'm about to add on our boy Nate.
This is unplanned, ladies and gentlemen. This is pretty nice. It's pretty
Oh,
nice that he's
Nate's
able to join.
back, man. Here, we're calling him. We're calling Nate. We're calling Nate. We're
Why
waiting
don't
for
you?
Nate.
Are you dialing him?
I am dying.
Or are you just singing the Calling Nate
It's
song?
that boom, 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 boom,
I hope he's ready.
boom, boom, boom.
Got your gear with you, kid? Got your gear with you? I'm gonna throw you in.
Always have my gear on me. That's how I've
Not
gotten
you.
like so
Talking
many
to Nate.
booking. Oh,
Talking about
that's
Nate.
Nate. Nate always has his gear on him too.
I think Nate.
Nate.
I think Nate wears his gear underneath his regular clothes.
Nate Speckman.
Is he on?
It says he's on.
Or a bitch isn't on.
Oh,
I'm here.
and he is
He's
joined.
here.
Nate.
He's
Can you hear me?
there. Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
We
you
always
guys hear
start-
me?
Yes,
Yes.
we can.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us,
Yes.
Nate?
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
And we only started recording about 15 minutes ago.
No shit, really.
Yeah, we had a warm up talk.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
A lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. We were just talking, Nate, about how you seem you're always ready to go, and you probably wear your referee shirt under your shoot clothes daily, just in case.
Yeah, I'm like Clark Kent.
Yeah, just in case a fight breaks out.
Hey, Nate never knows when a 24/7 championship match is going to happen, and there's a ref that needs to be needed.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very true. So Nate, we were just talking about how this is episode 52, which took us nearly 70 some odd weeks to get to. So a year's worth of episodes in a year and a half. But we were just
Thanks, buddy.
We were just talking about how for all of us, all the ZNT crew here, this has been a very monumental year from last summer to now.
It's insane, isn't it?
Crazy. We were gonna put your stuff over. Now that you're here, you can put yourself over. But you don't like putting yourself over. Nate doesn't want to put himself over, so we'll put himself over for him. What do you say, Basil?
Of course, it's Nate.
Yeah, Nate, we're gonna put you over here, kid. Hell of a year. Let's if you don't want to brag about yourself, Nate, talk about a few of your highlights since last summer to now. Can you just point out a few highlights?
Well, that'll sound like I'm bragging.
Nah, that's all right. That's what this is.
Oh, yeah. So, it's funny that you talk about this. AAW just put up last year's Windy City Classic for free on aawondemand.com. And I was watching a little bit of it today before I went to work, and I was like, man, that was real bad.
Really?
Yeah. So it was a year ago, right? And so I'm a year of more experience now. And yeah. I'm still not saying I'm good, but I was watching that show, and I did the women's championship match, I did the Heritage championship match, and I did the tag team championship match. I also did Bandito and Jeff Cobb's last matches in AAW, and I was like, I was watching myself do those matches, and I was like, man, I did not deserve it at that time.
How did you get so many big profile matches on one show?
I really don't know.
You were only in like 6 months at that point. What the hell?
Right?
Not even.
It was June.
Holy shit.
Look at you, Nate Speckman. Look at you.
God damn, Nate.
I think I'm just in the right place at the right time.
Did you buy Stifler lunch or something? What the hell's going on over there?
Yeah, I paid off Danny and Keith.
Nice. All right, but go on. Yeah, so
I bought tacos.
But you weren't bad. I mean, I guess we all say that about ourselves when we look back and like how much when we're better now. But like, in what way were you bad? What would you say you were bad at?
No, I mean, I could just pick apart things that I was like, oh man. And you're right. It might be more of my perception of my own work. Somebody else could have watched it and been like, that was perfectly fine. It was an acceptable job, I suppose. But it wasn't up to the standards that I have for myself now. But it makes sense. It was a year ago.
Yes.
Yeah, lots happened in that year. Even just in the last 2 or 3 months.
Yeah. This fall's been insane. I mean, I think we're like Baz and I we're talking about how the three of us all got into Impact this year in some way, shape, or form. We all made it to a national company.
But we all did it. But we all did it with our own work. Like, we're not in there in different ways. Like, you got in with your music. Nate did get in with reffing. I got in with photography. Like, you hear people getting into certain companies.
Yeah.
And they're not doing what they're meant to do. And it's crazy. Like, we all got in on our talents that we all worked on. We're not just in with the company.
True. I think it's cool, man. I think it's real cool. There's a lot of noise where Nate is. I want to know what Nate's doing right now.
He just got off work.
I just got out of work, so I'm on speakerphone outside. I'm by the Chicago River underneath the statue of all the men in suits and umbrellas.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Nate is on location, ladies and gentlemen. He is on location in the cold by the Chicago River. It's probably even colder where he's standing right now. But he's here to hit episode number 52, which took us 76 weeks to get to. But we did it. I'm putting that out there again. We made it.
We made it.
But cool, man. No, Nate, that's awesome. I think, and I want to just mention Rob again because he's not here, but the rise of Rob Malinowski, his work. I mean, he's a year. He started last summer too. We all met Rob last summer. All the stuff he did in the films changed AAW forever. I mean, the look of AAW, the work he did. He started getting national attention. I mean, the rise of Rob and his work has been incredible, and he's been a little busy lately. But he's been putting up a few things here and there. The new Paco one's coming out, but we definitely got to tip our hats to the stuff Rob has done this year. It's been incredible as well.
Yay, Rob!
Yay, Rob! So guys, you were both at. Let's touch on it. I was out of the country, just to mention. I was in Paris, Egypt, Jordan, and goddamn a little. I dipped my toe in Amsterdam for the last week 10 days. So I missed Unstoppable. I'm hearing it's the show of the year. We're not gonna go match by match. I know that everybody in Chicago was left very happy after the show. A couple of highlights. Let's talk about them. Let's mention them. Nate, let me start with you on this one real quick. What did you referee on this show? I just want to put that out first.
What did I referee? There was a pre-show match of Corey Storm, who had worked with us before in a Fight for the Future match in Milwaukee. I think I want to say he's an OVW guy. I could be wrong. Yeah, and he worked at the All Glory show too. Yep. I think he might be their champion. He wrestled Riley McGuire. So I refereed that match. And then I had on the main card, oh man, I'm drawing a blank.
Whoa, Nate! Wait!
Nate not knowing
Nate
details.
Not remembering something?
What?
Hey!
Holy
mighty
shit.
have fallen. Holy shit!
Let's savor in this basket really quick.
I had the women's championship main event of Chris Statlander versus Jessica Havoc, and
that main evented.
That main evented after Super Besties and Sammy ACH.
Yeah, I was because of my trip and the lead up, I missed the booking meeting even for this one. I did not make the booking meeting, so I was off, man. I was like, I had no idea about anything for this show. I didn't know it main evented. Holy shit! Okay. So Nate was the main event. It was really exciting. That's cool. That's really cool. Nate, you're the main event again, kid. Look at you.
I guess. I also did Killer Cross versus Josh Briggs.
That was fantastic.
Very good match. And then there was Josh Alexander's championship title defense against Ace Romero.
Very cool. Now I want to ask you real quick, both of you, because we had some highlights here and just what Nate mentioned. Cross's in-ring debut. How did it go? Do we see now Cross? Cross is making his mark in AEW. Do we see? Did he start off on a good note? Would you say?
Yes.
Match. Yeah. Nate, you have the best.
So, yes, definitely. Because Cross brings that blood sport style to AEW. Yeah. So they had a good little grapple contest in the beginning. It was a lot of grappling. It was a lot of rolling around. Mm-hmm. And then the anger built up. And then they started punching, kicking each other, going it was a very good back and forth. I mean, Nate was obviously in the middle of that.
Yeah. Nate, how'd you handle that, man? That sounds intense.
Big motherfucker.
Yeah, it was scary at one point. I was trying to separate them in the corner because they wouldn't get out of it. And then Josh comes in and kicks like over my shoulder, Cross right in the face.
So I have a picture. I have the picture of this. And so Briggs pushes him into the corner. Nate separates them. And then Cross is laughing. Like he does his little like evil Jack Nicholson, sorry, not Dempsey. Jack
Dempsey.
Nicholson.
The boxer, like the
Yeah,
night
yeah, the
boxer.
boxer. His like evil maniacal laugh, and then Briggs just comes up on the side and just bashes Cross in the face with this big boot.
Jesus. I always felt, and give me your opinion on this, guys. Nate, we'll start with you on this one. Initially, Briggs, I felt was like really lacking something. Didn't seem too confident in the ring. Maybe I just felt like he was didn't know what he wanted to be. Would you say now this match against Cross? It's like when you come against Cross, you gotta have your shit together because he's gonna bring it. Do you guys feel that Briggs has come into his own now? Do you think he's a little more defined on the character, who he is, what he's trying to do in there, or is he still maybe another year out from really being that solid fucking big man? What'd you say, Nate?
I would say yes. He's more there than he isn't.
Okay. Because that was always my thing with Briggs. I was like, man, there's something that's just not there yet. And it's going to be there because he's got the tools. And I feel like he has come into his own, but I'm like, man, against Cross, like you cannot have any doubt going there against Cross because he's going to eat you up. Basil, what do you say, man? You watch both these guys pretty closely. What do you think about Briggs, where he's at? Because I want to see more of Briggs. I want to see him mature in AEW. I want to see him become a player.
I think Briggs is coming into his own. I think his recent run at Evolve, with him winning the title, has built him up with a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
And it has been great for him. And it's weird because Josh had to play like an underdog, I would want to say. Mm-hmm. Like an underdog who didn't know his own strength, and Cross brought it out of him in this match.
Yeah, and I could see. I think, man, the next six months for Briggs are going to be very critical on where he ends up for the rest of his career. Kind of like these could be a very important 6 months for him to really define where he's going to go, because he's got all the tools, man. And I think that guy could really be a top star if he really just sets his path strongly in the next few months here. So we'll see.
I would say too, Trent, as soon as this show hits the High Spots Network, mm-hmm. I would watch that match.
Okay. I need to watch this whole show because I missed it. I tried keeping tabs as much as I could. I had Kumar, who was taking care of the Twitter, who did a phenomenal job. Kumar, if you're listening, incredible job with the detail on Twitter. I was following along with him. I was on a major time difference than you guys, because at one point we got to put the show poster up on the Instagram, and for me it was Saturday, and I was going to post tonight, AEW presents Unstoppable. Then I was talking to Mike, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's still Friday for you guys. So I was like way the fuck off on what was going on and when. But like I said, so I kept up a little bit, but when this show hits, I really need to watch it because everything I've heard has that it's been a home run completely. So, but yeah, cool. Very cool. Other highlights. Now, the big highlights, right, guys? ACH's return. That was a huge one. I heard that the pop was one of the biggest pops in AEW history. That's insane. It's I did not realize this until I saw the little video that Rob put together that he was not even gone a year. 11 months is when he left last year.
Yep, it was 10 months. Yeah,
10 months. Yeah, it wasn't even a full year. And he made one TV appearance at NXT. And that was
no. He did a few TVs. He did a takeover against Cameron Grimes, formerly known as Trevor Lee.
No, I don't think there was a take. He did. Oh, was it on the take? Yeah, it was the pre-show thing. He did. He was in the tournament. So he wrestled for, I think, like 3 matches for the tournament, 2 of which were on TV. One, you're right, I think was on a pre-show of a takeover. And then he had a championship match against Adam Cole.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. So it wasn't that long that he was gone, but because of all the controversy and all that shit that was happening with him, I think it's one of those things where it was a welcome return because of he was a longtime staple. He's a name. He defined his career in AEW, and people are always hungry for a comeback. People love comebacks. They love, it's like especially an old familiar face. Even though it wasn't that long, in the ever changing world of wrestling, way guys come and go. It's that 10 months felt like could have been 5 years, at that point. So I heard the pop was insane. Were you guys? Yeah, you guys were both on the floor. Nate, were you out there already for that match, or were you out on the floor?
No, but I made sure I was watching from the balcony.
Yeah, Pemberton was the ref.
Pemberton had that. Okay, I just heard the pop was nuts, and so one that people won't forget. So that's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, there was 3 loud pops. There was Nick Gage coming out.
Mm-hmm.
There was the ACH one, and then what we're gonna talk about next is the Ultimate Underdog overcoming. Oh man, this match. Nate was no. This was Sam reffing this match, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Sam wasn't there. It was Stifler.
Stifler, my bad. It was Stifler who was reffing this match. This match was fantastic. Like, so it starts off with Paco like almost immediately going for the quick roll up, and they teased that so many times in the match that every time a roll up happened, it was like he could, but he's gonna kick out.
Yeah.
And they were just, I mean, Jake was just destroying Paco. It was so bad. Like, there's a picture of Jake caving Paco's chest in.
Yeah, the picture you took.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But like,
there's this picture out there. Like,
there's this picture out there on the internet, man.
Fucking
like dirt sheets, bro. Dirt sheets.
Dirt sheets.
Like,
melted.
Is it,
it got like 8 stars. It got 8 stars. It would have gotten 9 if it was in the Tokyo Dome.
Jesus. All right, go on.
Damn,
Wait, Nate's gonna be mad at that. Nate likes the Tokyo Dome and everything that happens in the Tokyo Dome.
I know that. There's nothing wrong with the Tokyo. I love the Tokyo Dome and I love Japan. It's just the inside joke with Meltzer's ratings. That's all.
No, Nate, I was saying that you love the Tokyo Dome and everything that happens in the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah, I still need to come over to your house and show you a bunch of New Japan.
Yeah, guys, Nate's been on me. He said, I'm going to convert you into a New Japan fan. He said, by hook or by crook, or I'm going to burn your entire wrestling DVD collection if you don't comply with this.
I said I was going to take it. I said I was going to take it, bring it home to my house.
That's right. That's what it was.
So
we'll see.
But do you know what's going to happen? He's not going to understand. Like, the good thing about New Japan does like super long story builds, like even from when they're young lions. And pay-per-view singles matches, there's a reason why they happen. And for someone who likes stories like you, I don't think you're going to take the match alone as itself and be sold on it.
Well, we'll get to that.
That's the thing is I'll show him the matches and I will explain to him the story. The difficult thing, I think, is that the payoff for their stories always happens in the ring. And I think what Trent might appreciate more is a story that pays off not 100% in the ring, if that makes sense.
But the thing with New Japan that's very different from every other promotion is that everything ends in that ring.
Yeah. We're talking about Trent like he's not here.
Yeah, what the fuck, guys? Sorry. Can we let me
You're jaded as fuck, bro. We know this.
Yes, thank you. All right, let's loop it back to the show at hand. Then we'll worry about the New Japan stuff when Nate tries to convince me to like it.
Oh, by the way, I listened to Two Heels and a Face today. You got called out.
I call that again?
Because Steve was on the podcast this week.
Son of a bitch.
The boys were shitting on you for just liking Impact and Impact alone.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, well, listen here, Two Heels. Oh, you boys have opened up a can of worms on this one. But I'm not gonna let them get me down on my 52nd episode today. No way.
You know what's the best part? Is that this conversation has been held privately many times. I mean, this started back in Texas. Remember? Yeah. Remember when we were having eggs and hash brown patties?
That Rob made.
Oh,
Rob's delicious breakfast.
Yes.
Rob's a great cook, man. Rob
Killer
tear
orange
it up.
juice.
Killer orange juice. Did he squeeze that shit himself? What the fuck?
I think he did. Have you seen his muscles?
Jesus Christ. What a guy. What a legend. Man, it's almost like better that Rob doesn't do these shows as much anymore because it's like this mystery, this like legendary mystery of Rob Malinowski. I think he has hair now.
Does he?
He has hair now.
That's how long it's been. Rob's hair grew back.
Man.
In the meantime, you wouldn't recognize him.
Oh boy.
What's
awesome.
next, Trent?
What's next? Nate with some cheers. Okay, so let's what the fuck were we even talking about? I totally forgot
Hash
what we were
browns?
with this. Hash brown patties. Okay.
Oh, but we were talking about how Two Heels in the Face called you out for only liking
No, we were
Impact.
done with that, and we were talking about Paco.
I'm going to dedicate episode 53 to calling out Two Heels in the Face for calling me
Oh, I
out.
thought you were going to dedicate it to Paco. Now I'm really disappointed in your decisions.
All right, Paco.
Push Paco.
I've already. Yeah, I want to tell them this. All right, here, listen here, Two Heels in the Face. He's been pushed. Okay. Hashtag accomplished. He's been pushed. So I don't want to hear any more hashtag push Paco anything because he's been pushed. He's got the second title in the company, one of the most prestigious belts, the best looking belt in my opinion in the company. He's got so there's no more push Paco. It's done. It's already been pushed.
Well, except Rob's video is called hashtag push Paco.
That's the end of it. That's the cherry on top of the whole thing. Is that the video is called Push Paco, and that's the end of it. He's been pushed. It's done. Paco is pushed. He's officially a part of the upper echelon of AEW history. What else? Pick somebody else, Two Heels. Who's the new guy? You're going to hashtag push insert name here.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe we'll push all the damn street noise on Nate's phone call.
Nate needs to push the mute button.
Hashtag push the mute button.
Hashtag push the mute button. Anybody listening, when we put out this tweet, I want you to find the tweet and just quote tweet this. Hashtag push the mute button.
No, Nate's been doing pretty good. Nate does a good job with that mute button, I gotta say.
No, he does fantastic. I just like giving him shit.
Sorry, guys. I don't know if you know anything about the streets of Chicago, but they're very busy.
Very, very busy. Extremely busy.
When you texted us, we thought you were in the safe enclosure of your home.
I gotta give it to Nate. He jumped on ASAP, man. The second he was free, he jumped on. Good man. Good man.
I will say that I'm still going to hashtag push Paco until he gets a banner.
Until he gets a banner, he has to either
A banner?
retire to get a banner or
Dude,
leave.
No, you don't.
No.
Jimmy Jacobs had a banner.
Well,
No, Jimmy Jacobs' banner got taken down when he came back.
Exactly, and he had gotten it when he pseudo retired.
Yeah,
that.
he
Is
was
Tyler
WWE
Black retired?
Tyler Black is
Tyler
dead.
Black is no Tyler. Tyler Black is
Black.
retired from AAW, and same with Tommaso Ciampa, and same with Heidi Lovelace.
Tyler Black is dead. He doesn't exist.
God,
So-
Colby.
Done. There's some guy named Seth Rollins claiming to have the lineage of Tyler Black's career out there. But Tyler Black is gone. He's over. Done. Okay? But no, Paco will not get a banner until he's gone. So do you want Paco gone? This is the only way he's getting the banner. So it's your choice there, Nate. If you want him gone, he's out of here tomorrow. Stripping the title, he's done.
Damn it.
So,
No, I love Paco.
So how bad do you want that goddamn banner?
I want Paco to stay.
Who should
Please
be the
don't
next banner?
Paco.
Wait, I want to hear from the people and you guys. Who should be the next banner? Two, because we got to even them out. Two banners. Who should
Dr.
they be?
Dr. Keith Lipinski.
Dr.
He's
Keith
not
has never
dead.
wrestled.
Did Jim Lynam wrestle?
Jim Lyon was a man,
Whoa.
and
You can't
that's
cross that line.
ridiculous.
You can't cross that line.
That's ridiculous, Nate. That
You
you
can't
have
cross that
just-
line, Nate.
I just want banners for my fake wrestling dad, Dr. Keith Lipinski.
I get it,
You-
but you can't cross a certain line, dude.
Jesus, Nate, what did you do? What did you do?
Shit.
Fuck, man. Nate.
Like, Nate just went. Nate, are you on steroids?
No,
He went and turned heel is what he did, that's for sure.
You turned mega heel just all of a sudden.
Jesus, Nate.
that's what I do.
All right, who are the next?
No, it is not.
No, it's not what you do. You don't do that at all.
You're the face. You're like the best face of them all. I'm the tweener of the group. Trent is the heel. You're the face. This is the dynamic.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. That was my evil twin brother. I just get out of here.
You know
Okay,
what's
I'm
funny
back.
about that is that Nate actually has a twin brother. So
It's true. He's not evil though.
He's not evil.
That's Nate's evil twin brother, Jate.
Yep.
Jate. Hey, Nate Speckman, nice to meet you. Did you say
He would
Jate?
say something. He would say something just as irresponsible too.
Did you just say Jate? Yeah, Jate.
Jate.
The Dutch stuff.
Jate. Jathan.
Jathan. Jathan Speckman. Damn glad to meet you. All right, now, real quick, next two banners. Let's just put that out there. And since we're random as hell here, let's put that out there. Next two banners. Which they be? I know. Goddamn, Merrick Brave is campaigning for one of them. Campaigning, pushing hard, trying to guilt trip Danny. It's insane.
You know who I want?
Who do you want?
Crotch.
Crotch.
I think Crotch should have a banner.
Crotch. Whatever happened to Crotch, by the way?
I don't know, but I was watching Uncharted Territory the other week, and Joey Eastman was on commentary talking about Steve Manders being from Iowa, and then he was talking about how he trained with Merrick Brave. So he's going on and on about Merrick Brave, and then he was like, and Crotch, and he just started talking about Crotch, and I was like, oh man, that's awesome.
A Crotch reference in 2019?
Yeah,
The fuck
in a
world we
different
live
company.
in? Holy shit, man! What the hell? Interesting.
Joe Eastman's always good for that.
Give Joe Eastman a banner. Fuck it. Give him a banner. Why not?
I wouldn't
Let's
hate it.
Joe Eastman. Joe Eastman was a stable for a long time as well. Yeah, let me put that out there to everybody listening. Who should be the next two banners? That'd be interesting. That'd be a fun little response game. All right. Anyway, boy, let's keep moving on here. Let's talk a little more about Unstoppable. Other highlights, gentlemen. Dazzle, you got any more highlights you want to point out on this one? I mean, the ACH one was a big one. Anything else?
Those were the three big ones. Was Paco, and so yeah, Paco got the win, obviously, because we spent the last 15 minutes talking about this.
Yeah, pushing Paco.
Huge pop, huge.
Real quick. Paco deserves all of the, adulation and respect for that match. But I just want to say, Jake Something is one of the best wrestlers in the world right now, and you can totally tell that watching this match.
Oh, it was fantastic.
I do want to see this match. I mean, Jake's look and everything is the complete package. I mean, he's tops, man. He is one of the best. He's one of the best doing it right now. And he's a nice guy. Super nice guy. He smiles more than you'd think. Not to kill your character there, Jake, but you smile a lot. But super nice guy. Am I alone? Am I the only one who thinks Jake's a nice person?
Jake,
No, you're right. I just had to mute the button because there was a Trans Am that was blasting, I think, Guns N' Roses out the window. So
yeah, it's me driving by looking for you. Sorry, I didn't see you there.
that dude's living his best life.
Yes, with his windows open in 20-degree weather. Smart guy. Cool, guys. All right, well, that was fun. A fun show. Did you guys go out afterwards? Was there tacos afterwards or what? Basil, would you guys make it to Arturo's or no?
No, there was no tacos.
I think there was tacos. I think Keith took a couple people out for tacos.
That was in the middle of Black Friday weekend, and I had to be at work the next morning.
Oh shit, that was a busy weekend.
I had a van load of people going back to the hotel. So
okay, so no tacos for you. Sorry, boys. But definitely a fun show. Everything I heard was it was a complete success. Everybody went home happy. Chicago was very happy with AEW. So, like we've all talked about, AEW needed a show like this to happen, just to kind of really just get that good vibe towards the end of the year. With a lot, I mean, it's been a very busy, heavy year of competition to be an independent company, especially in Chicago, where everybody's been coming and having a piece of the city. So to have this and kind of redefined our place a little bit, I think it was really, really needed. I'm glad the show was. I'm sad to have missed it, but I'm happy that it worked out as everybody wanted it to. So that's really cool. Now we go to the Windy City Classic, which is always a big hit. Tickets definitely moving fast already, which is really cool to hear. So whatever you guys did at Unstoppable, it worked because the Classic tickets are moving nicely. So that's going to be fun. Very cool, boys. Very cool. Any other highlights of the year we want to talk about? I mean, Nate, we talked about how the first episode was July 20th. Basil and I, it's first episode, and it was a very basic, like, who are we, what do we do episode. And within a year, a lot changed. We did a lot of cool stuff in the industry. I mean, at the time we started, Nate, we had just started branching into the production side of things at AAW, and then we hadn't even met you yet, right, Nate? I mean, you had just started coming around in July of last year? Would you say?
No, I was doing ring crew at the beginning of 2016, and then I think by that spring, I started to do like favors for Keith and Mike, and doing like airport pickups and stuff.
Okay. Because, like, Basil, what do you remember? Because the first time I remember talking to you, Nate, was in LaSalle. And I think it was like that month. It's like when I had a conversation.
I want to say with Nate, I want to say it was it Berwyn or Bourbon?
Honestly, I don't know, because I feel like I still didn't even know you guys really well when we went to homecoming.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And that was where we sort of like all I became friends with you guys. You guys were already friends.
No, but like,
but I felt like we were already getting. I don't know. I felt like by homecoming we were all pretty tight, even though it only been a few months.
I don't know.
Fuck you, then, Nate, man.
Nate,
I was already in love with
is
you.
When we became friends, you fucking friends. Jay, where are you? Why are you back on this?
Sorry.
This is bullshit, man.
No, but because Nate used to Nate used to be the ring runner.
Yeah.
And me and Nate would just like kind of chat, because this is when I was like very
Basil, quit burying the lead. You got to save some information for when Rob does the crew feature on me.
That's true. Keep some info. I mean, Nate's gonna get a very, very big feature. I mean, it's not gonna be longer than mine. Mine is gonna be like 98 minutes. I've already gotten a sign off on this.
Nice.
So 98 minutes. Rob's gonna talk. I'm gonna talk about me and just me. And all I'm gonna bury Tyler Voles for 28 minutes of it. So 70 minutes. 70 minutes will be dedicated to me, but I'm gonna bury Tyler Voles for at least a quarter of it, no doubt. That's my goal. I've started a new goal here, guys. Episode 53 on. I'm just gonna talk about how the impending doom of how I'm gonna bury Tyler Voles at some point in my life on video. I don't want a Rob video. This is gonna be a shtick I'm gonna run with. What do you guys think? Or I'm gonna run with a shtick of burying a different person every episode, or the impending doom of burying said person in the future. So right now I'm focusing on Voles. Tyler Voles, you're going down, kid. You're going down for missing like 6 months of shows. So you're done. You're buried.
It wasn't 6 months.
I don't even know who he is anymore. You're done. You're done, kid. You're out of here. You're buried. He's on the list. Okay, who else? What's next? Somebody fucking anchor me down before I go off the rails here.
Well, I just spent the last 3 weeks with AEW.
That's right. You did. Nate, you were a little bit there too, so we'll talk about it. But yeah, like, Basil, go ahead, kick that off. Let's tell the people what the hell is going on here.
Well, real quick, guys, I should say I have like 13% battery left on my phone. So,
oh shit!
God. Oh my God!
If I disappear, I disappear.
Okay, all right, we'll run to the end.
I disappear.
If he dies, he dies. Let's run to the end. Okay, go ahead, Basil. Kick it off. How this experience? You mentioned you've been a little affiliated with them recently, as it is. You've been working with them. You've dipped your toe in the AEW water. The W in AEW is for water. You've dipped your toe in that water. So let's talk about what you've done in the last 3 weeks.
Mainly I've been recording video promos for them.
Wonderful. That's it. Moving on. So I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
That was rude.
Go ahead.
Basil, you should tell him you worked for Impact for the last 3 weeks.
Let's dedicate an entire episode of that, Nate. But in the meantime, let's talk about AEW for a few minutes. Go ahead. Go right.
Whatchamacallit? I've been recording video promos. Sometimes I would get random shots from hard camera or roaming. I did some video clips of matches. Mainly I've been recording promos for Twitter and for AEW Dark.
Mm-hmm.
And whatchamacallit? Yesterday I recorded a promo for Dynamite. So I was very happy about that. I recorded the John Moxley, Joey Janela promo that aired on TNT and seen by almost 1 million people as of yesterday.
Very nice, very nice.
Nate,
you were on site for a little bit of that too. You want to talk about what you did and what was going on with you there?
Yeah, I went with Basil to Indianapolis and hung out with some friends. And then I ended up getting to ring the bell that evening. And I wasn't able to make it to either the Chicago or the Champaign shows. I went to Atlanta with my wife for a little vacation and some concerts. And by the way, if any of you ever have the chance to see Sarah Bareilles in concert, fucking do it.
Sarah Bareilles, I know her because she did an Xfinity commercial. The head underwater song, right? That's her.
I think so. I very much enjoy her music, but I will say I'm not I couldn't tell you what 10 of her songs are called.
Mm-hmm.
But I do very much enjoy it. She puts on a fucking tremendous live show. So if you're ever presented with the opportunity to go.
I've heard good things. About her. Cool.
She's tremendous. I heard my friend Sam got to ring the bell for those 2 weeks.
Yes, he did.
Sam Meadowood.
Oh, Sam, referee Sam was doing bell.
Yeah,
he was.
Because you did bell the one week
Indianapolis.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. How does this work out? We're okay, I know you know some people there, but like Sam, for example, how did it work out? Where it's okay, hey, we know you're a referee in Chicago. How about
because Sam knows the same people that I do.
Okay, so it's the same circle kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Also, who doesn't want Sam around?
It's true. Sam's just a nice guy. He's not nicer than you, but he's a nice guy.
He is a true delight.
He is a delight, very much so. If I had a bell, I'd want Sam to ring it as well. You first, though.
Aw. You can ring my bell.
Let's slow down here, Nate. You were the one who was telling me you didn't know me as well in January and went to homecoming. So let's slow down with the flattery, okay? Before we let's establish where we were at homecoming, because I thought we were a lot closer than apparently you did. So we're going to talk about this off the air. Maybe BSB Dark will have to talk about where my heart was at homecoming and where your heart was at homecoming. Because as far as I was concerned, we were okay. And I'm not gonna branch into this. This is episode 52. I'm not letting Nate and his lack of confidence in me and where we were at in our friendship bring me down.
That's not at all what it was. I have a terrible long-term memory.
All right. Anyway, come on. Okay, cool. So, where are we at? I let my emotions get the best of me, boys. I apologize. Where are we at here? So Sam rang the bell. Basil, you were doing.
Yeah.
I
got a picture of Sam
ringing the bell. Did you get a picture of Nate ringing the bell? Fuck.
I did. I have a picture of Nate. It's a faraway picture because My assignment was a little bit different in Indy than it was yesterday. But I did get a picture. It wasn't the best one. I was a little bit closer to Sam, as in right next to him.
I gotta hit up what's his face though, Lee South, because he got a picture of me.
Nice.
Yeah, Lee got the picture. But so yeah, I went down to the ring. I went right up to the barricade because they used the WCW style ring yesterday, and with the ramp, with like the elevated ramp the whole way through, and I wanted to get the Young Bucks with the money shot.
You mean ECW?
Technically, WCW existed before ECW.
But with the ramp that goes right to the ring?
That ramp was in the 80s.
Not even. They did it. They used it prominently, actually, in the early 90s. It was very prominent on a lot of the classic.
Yeah, that is a WCW ring. Or ramp. That is not an ECW.
I will admit, I didn't watch a whole lot of WCW, so to me, it's an ECW setup.
Well, this is the part where, Nate, you like to correct if somebody's wrong, and I'm going to correct you today.
Holy shit! Hey, no bad vibes. Episode 52. No, I don't want any fighting on this episode.
There's no bad vibes, but Nate is a very factual person.
Yeah. Wait, before we go on with the bell ringing, Nate, did you wear that smooth ass blue suit of yours? That's what I want to know.
No.
When?
You did not?
When?
When you were ringing the bell.
Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Oh no, they gave me a polo.
Did they really? Shit.
Yeah.
I wanted you to wear that smooth fucking
It was
suit.
it was an embroidered polo as well.
Nice. Did you get to keep the polo?
I'm not going to say.
Okay. That's a yes.
I just remember seeing Nate at Bound for Glory wearing that fucking suit, and he walked backstage. And I was back there. I think I was talking to you, Basil. I swear to God, Nate walked in there. You could have told me he was the VP of the company. I would have believed. That suit is power. Power is what that suit
I gotta
is.
tell you guys, that's the suit I got married in.
It's fucking. I can see why she said yes in that suit. My God, because I like the way you look. I guarantee it. And then sure as hell,
she sure as hell guaranteed
I
it.
sure as hell fucking lived up to that guarantee, man. Because good Lord, that is one powerful suit. Fuck. Very nice, Nate. Very, very nice. But yeah,
It's from Express.
Okay, we don't need to go into that much detail. They're not sponsoring the show. Okay, they're not sponsoring the show. We don't need to put
But
Express.
they could if they knew how good I looked in it.
I'm tagging them. I'm tagging them in the tweet. Fuck it. Let's see what happens.
I'm tagging them in the tweet.
I'm tagging them in the post.
Guys, go to Express. They have a brilliant fitted button-up shirts. Changed my fucking game. Everybody go.
Use promo code 123Nate to get 30% off of your next purchase.
No. That's not a thing.
It's just two.
Kick out a
1, 2, hand in the air, signaling to Nate. That's your promo code. 1, 2, hand in the air. No. Nate.
Express.
Very nice. Well, YouTube been busy this week. That's very nice, boys. Very, very nice.
Well,
last couple
the fun is not over.
Not over?
We got a busy weekend coming up.
You guys do, and I've pulled out of this weekend because I just got back into town from being
pulled out so hard,
guys. I got to catch up on life. So unfortunately, as much as I love Impact, I have to pull out on this weekend. But go ahead and talk about it.
I'm going to tell Ross that you don't love Impact anymore.
Dude, Ross will believe it and then harass me about it.
I'm going to tell Ross. I'll be like, he just said these were just some house shows.
Oh, fuck that. Ross would kill me. That's because Ross would be like, oh, really? Oh, okay. That's how it's going to be now, huh? Okay.
That's what I'm going to go up to Ross and be like, yeah, he said he didn't really feel like coming to these house shows.
Oh, man. Come on. I'm going to have to send Ross pictures of my Impact DVD collection to prove myself. Which, by the way, I just got Homecoming in. I realized, boys, I didn't have Homecoming. Crazy.
You didn't have my pay-per-view debut? How dare you?
I got it now. I ordered it before I left, and I got it. But I I had like Rebellion, Slammiversary. I'm like, what the fuck's Homecoming? I was slipping, boys. I was slipping.
Hang on. You still collect the DVDs and you have Impact Plus?
Let's not get into semantics here, Nate.
Dude, this is the ultimate Impact mark of marks. Let's be honest.
Here's the thing. What am I gonna do? Stop the DVDs?
Wait. Does Trent travel to every single Impact show?
No, I don't.
No. That is.
Huh?
Come on, Trent. What's his name?
Wannabe fan?
Oh,
No,
my buddy.
What's his name? Yeah.
My buddy Bill?
Jean Jacket.
Yeah, Bill.
Oh,
Bill,
Jean Jacket at every show.
Bill.
So,
that's my buddy Bill Gardner, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's Impact's biggest fan. Just saying.
He wears a moose jacket. That's what he wears.
Bill is the fucking man, dude. I think Bill has me beat, man, because I didn't think anybody could, but Bill's he owns a lot of merch, and he definitely is at every single Impact show, no doubt. All right, listen, I gotta tip my hat to the man. But anyway, go on. Wait, did we lose Nate? He was at 13%. What happened? Is he gone?
Nate.
Oh shit, we lost him. The phone died.
Oh, his phone died.
Yeah.
Because it still says he's on the call.
Yeah, that's what happened last time. His phone died.
Aw.
Well, that's it. Well, that's a good way to transition to the end.
Womp womp.
Anyway, all right. Well, that was a nice little way to transition to life after Nate.
Nate and I will be. It says he left. Yeah, he's officially out.
He's out.
Nate and I will be with Impact, and this Saturday is Dayton, Ohio, with PW Revolver.
Yes. No surrender.
Yep. Yeah. And then Sunday we are in Belleville,
Michigan.
Michigan for Motown Showdown.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Very nice. I'm bummed to miss it. Like I said, I was in Paris, Egypt, Jordan, Amsterdam. I've been all over the damn world, 5 time zones and 5 countries just yesterday. So I need to catch back up on life and do shit that I've been out for a long time.
What I'm very happy about is that the Sunday show starts at 7 Eastern and not 8 Eastern. So
yeah,
because we're driving back from Detroit that night.
Okay, so 7 to like 9:30. You gain an hour coming back. You'll be home late, but you'll be home at a decent hour, right? At least
we'll be home at like 2.
Yeah, not too bad. Doable.
I mean, I got home yesterday at 1:30 in the morning, and I still went to work. So
yeah, doable. Very nice, very very nice, man. Cool. All right, man. Good to hear. That's what's coming up. Good stuff. Next week is going to be Warrior Wrestling. Next week's a busy week, man. I got Warrior. Nicole's she's nurse. She's going to be nurse at Warrior. She's doing nurse duties at Warrior Wrestling. So we'll be joining everybody there. She's also graduating with her bachelor's degree for another nursing degree she's getting. So that's happening the day after Warrior. So that's going to be pretty cool for her. Nurse Nicole is got to clean up some blood the day before she gets another degree. So yeah, we'll be there. Warriors on the 13th, right, Basil?
Yeah, Warriors on the 14th.
14th. Wait, Saturday?
No, Friday. Is it
Friday?
13th? I don't.
No, you're right.
I just look at my calendar for that week. Yeah, it's Friday 13th. That's what it was. It was Friday the 13th.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. So cool, man. That's what's coming up, and Windy City Classic on the 28th, right, of December. So this month's gonna fly, man. This month's about to fly. So definitely let's strap in, and as we head to episode 53 next week, hopefully we can do next week, right? Not too busy.
We should be able to do next week.
We'll do a Warrior preview. We'll do that. We'll do Impact Rundown, Warrior preview. Deal. Well, cool. Let's do this, Baz. Let's give a little thank you to everybody for the 52 episodes. Let's thank them all. I want to definitely we've gained a lot of new friends. I mean, you and I have had a lot of fun. It's been a great blast doing this with you. We've been recognized in public.
I was recognized last night at AEW.
Were you really?
Yeah, as I was leaving, somebody came up to me and was like, "Hey, I listened to the BSB."
Nice.
I was like, "Oh shit."
Dude, yeah, that's been cool. We've had people come up to us in other cities and states who have been fans of the show, which really makes me proud of what we do here. It's literally like what we started. Our idea was, let's just put a microphone on in the conversations we already have, and it basically invited everybody, all these new friends of ours, to be a part of our little world and our conversations. And I love it, man. And I want to do more this year. I definitely want to. One thing you and I didn't get to do last year because we got really busy around the time we wanted to start doing it was some little video clips and content. So I definitely want to make it a point. Any shows you and I are at together, we at least get a 30-second to a minute video to put on our social media. Somewhere where I want to like start connecting people with a little video too. So
we should do something.
Something like that. So let's definitely make it a point. Guys, our commitment to you guys in this coming year is going to be a little more content. You know, we'll do a little video, maybe some short episodes in between, little clip stuff. Definitely want to add a little, because we talk all the time anyway, right, Basil? So why not just like make a little more content out of that? So we're on it, guys. We're on it for sure.
Yup.
Cool. All right, man. Get some plugs in and
upcoming events.
I was gonna say that, but we already did upcoming events before. So where can people find you, sir?
They can find me on Twitter and Instagram at BZ. That's a B, 2 E's, 4 Z's, and a Y. All my photos can be found at basilmahmood.com. That's BASILMAHMUD.com. And where can they find you, Trent?
You guys can find me at Vanilla Joke on Instagram and Twitter, and Hemi Music on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Connect with me there. That's where all the stuff's happening. You guys can also find Nate on Instagram and Twitter at, I think it's just Ref Nate Speckman.
Ref Nate Speckman. I'm gonna verify that really quick. It is Ref Nate Speckman. Yep.
Ref Nate Speckman. Guys, you can also check me out on the Total Nonstop Impact podcast, which I do weekly to talk about Impact Wrestling. That's the #1 Impact Wrestling podcast in the fucking world, by the way. Ratings through the roof. More and more every week, which is very nice. So, guys, if you guys are Impact fans, check that out as well. And remember, guys, you can connect with the show wherever podcasts are found: Apple, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, and YouTube. Remember, the YouTube version comes out slightly earlier than everything else. So if you're a YouTube listener, which I know we have some listeners who are strictly YouTube listeners, subscribe, check it out there. And don't forget to rate, review on all the podcast apps. And don't forget, guys, you can connect with the show on social media at The BSB Show on Facebook and Twitter. And, oh, Basil, shit, we are at a year. Is the Instagram ready?
Next week.
Okay. All right. Next week. It's been a year.
It's Thanksgiving last weekend.
That's fuck that. All right, silly me. Thanksgiving last week. All right, guys. Next week it is for the Instagram. We're gonna get that on week 53. But I think that's gonna do it for us, Basil. Congratulations, brother. We did it for a year.
Hell yeah, brother.
Awesome. Thanks, guys, for joining us. It's been a hell of a year. Thank you all so much again. We'll be back next week with episode 53, Impact Breakdown and Warrior Preview. And until then, bye.